Welcome to KocoSports. I'm Dave Coco, and today we have a little bit of sad news. The genius Lanny Poffo passes away at age 68. I'm reading this off tpww.net. Former WWE wrestler, the genius Lanny Poffo, passed away on Thursday at the age of 68. Poffo's passing was first announced by WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan on Facebook. The cause of death for Poffo was not giving, and the tweet read, "With a very, very heavy heart, I've been asked to let everyone know about the passing of our friend and colleague, Lanny Poffo, the genius. Rest in peace, Lanny." Following the passing, WWE issued an official statement on Twitter, and then it goes on a little bit about his career. Poffo's career in wrestling spanned from 1974 to 2022 and was mostly known for being the real-life brother of WWE Hall of Famer Macho Man Randy Savage, and his time in WWE under the ring of the name Leapin' Lenny and the Genius. Besides WWE's, Poffo's career also included stints in the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, Mid-South Wrestling, International Championship Wrestling, and WCW. And an interesting wrestling history tidbit, Poffo had been planned at one point to work as heel under the famous ring name of Gorgeous George during his time in WCW, but the plans never came to fruition. Poffo's brother had purchased the rights to his name and offered the character to Poffo for his career in the company since he felt it would be a good fit for Poffo as heel. Among his noticeable accolades and achievements during his career, including being a one-time NWA Gulf Coast Tag Team Champion, three-time ICW Heavyweight Champ, and two-time NWA Detroit World Tag Team Champion. So overall, great career, and I'll miss him. I got to work with him a lot, and I remember we had a sit-down meeting, and he was probably the kindest, sweetest guy in the world. And this is when I hope one day I could be as kind as sweet as him. And it is what I mean. We had a creative meeting together. We were supposed to work together, and we just had two totally different visions of pro wrestling. And I know this sounds crazy on the internet. Friends can have different visions and still be friends. But I remember what he envisioned and what I envisioned were nowhere near close to the same product. And when you work with a lot of creative people, or a lot of people work with you, they get angry. And they're like, "You're an idiot. You know nothing." You know, he could have pulled, he's a genius. He could have pulled, he's WWE. He could have pulled WC. He could have pulled out any card. And he never did. He was kind every step of the way. And I remember how professional he was. He was just professional and kind. And it's hard to be professional kind. I work in anime, manga, pro wrestling, novels, Twitch, YouTube, and it's hard. It's hard to be kind when someone else is being shooting down your ideas or doesn't like your creative stuff. And he was never that way. He was absolutely fantastic. And I remember he was so professional and so kind that we went out of our way to find a promotion for him, and he just blended in perfect with another promotion. So that's what I'm going to remember. I kind of regret, not being as kind as he was. I was just like, "Dude, I'm just not feeling any of this, brother." And he was just so kind. And anyone that got to meet him and work with him, he was just a kind, sweet person. And he was great. And he did write his own poetry. He kept telling me that. He's like, "Yeah, dude, I wrote all the poems. I can write it anytime. I write it." It's like, yeah, so creative. But the thing I'm going to remember most about him is just how kind he was. Like, because I work very hard on being a kinder person. Younger me was not so kind. And even now, I get a little angry. Like, someone gets snippy, I'm like, "Dude, like even the other day on YouTube, someone was like, dude, you're a fucking mark." My response was, "How much you make in business, bitch?" That was my response. And I should be more like Poffo. Poffo wouldn't have been like that. He's like, "Oh, really? Well, tell me what you think. Tell me, So thank you for always being kind to me. And I'll try my best to be a kinder person. I don't think I'll ever be as kind as Poffo. I just know me. But every day I'll try to improve. And thank you for the memories. And the biggest memory I have of you is how kind you've been. Guys, do you have any Lanny Poffo memories? And I don't really enjoy making videos like this, but I also you have to, and you have to try to remember the good times. So thank you for the memories. And with that, I am over.